Welcome back, Interior Alaska. Mike Fussell here with your latest local sports action. Let's take a look at what some of the area's best athletes were up to this weekend. Local high school track teams battled it out at Lathrop for the second week in a row. Saturday was all about the runners, as most field events were held the night before. The meet started off with several close stashes in both the girls and boys 100-meter races. The Hutchinson girls took the #1 spot in the 4x200-meter relay with a time of 2 minutes and 1 second. Multiple individual PRs pushed the team of Veronica Yanis, Saskia Harrison, Emmy Stern, and Katie Peterson seconds ahead of their previous record. Yanis says the squad fine-tuned their handoff and gave it their all to get the win.
I feel like we fixed our handoffs for the most part. Got a lot of muscle fatigue from that, but it's a good feeling. And we didn't have time to count our marks before the race. We were all super nervous, but we kind of just wung it and won it. We wung it and won it.
A number of local track standouts traveled south for the Anchorage Invitational as well. West Valley dominated the competition with a team score. At the top team score in both the boys and girls divisions, the Wolfpack's Charles Suddeth took first in the 100-meter prelims with an 11.21 second finish, and Lathrop's Jared Welch soared the farthest in the long jump, reaching more than 21 feet. And the Hutchinson Hawks softball team met up with the Kodiak Bears earlier today. The two teams played a doubleheader at the South Davis Fields in Fairbanks. It was neck and neck early on, leaving the score tied at 2 after the second inning. But that would change in the third. Bats started cracking for the Lady Hawks, who outscored Kodiak 4-2. A double that sliced through defenders helped ignite the rally. Hutch would tack on 2 more points by the end of the game, securing the Game 1 win 8-4. For Game 2 results, check back on Monday for our weekend recap. Hutchinson softball coach Jason Jacobs says the matchup, which started earlier in the morning than normal, was something the team needed to get adjusted to.
I think we finally woke up. The girls just showed up very lethargic this morning, half asleep, trying to get them to show up and warm up with some intensity. And it took a little while to get going, but once we got going, I think they found their groove. Kimmy started finding the strike zone a little bit better. Fielders were picking her up, so it just worked better once everybody got woke up.
And a number of local high school baseball teams met up in the Diamond to compete on Friday night. MAC rivals West Valley and Lathrop were one of the big matchups of the weekend, and our cameras were there to capture the action. The West Valley Wolfpack took on the Lathrop Malamutes in Mid-Alaska Conference play Friday night at Marlin Field. Lathrop started early with 4 runs in the first 2 innings. All of those points were scored off of walks and errors, though. But it didn't take much time for the Malamutes to start connecting with the ball. Lathrop's Wyatt Berg kicked off the third with a double and was batted in by Evan Wilkin to bring the score up to 5-0 at the end of 3. Wilkin kept the bat swinging with a double in the 5th and was rounded in on a Chris Carter triple, bringing the score to 8-0.
Every time we play West Valley, it really sets it off and makes us play harder, and it's just fun every time.
The Malamutes defense made getting on base difficult for the Wolfpack. West Valley would be held to a 3-hit game thanks to a stellar performance by Lathrop pitcher Joshua Esau Thomas.
It felt good. The goal was just come and relax and just kind of let it go and just play baseball. So that was motivation. Then we're both undefeated, and so just have that title of undefeated in the conference. That really boosts us, get us going early in the game. So
the Wolfpack's Tyler Gale went 3 for 3 and recorded all of the team's hits. The Malamutes then went on to bat in 2 more runs in the 6th. Esau Thomas secured 3 outs in the bottom of that inning to bring the game to a close in a mercy rule situation, 10-0.
That 4-run inning that we gave up in the 2nd inning, we have not been able to learn how to overcome adversary yet. And so that kind of set the tone for us the rest of the day.
It means a lot to our team, set the pace for the season on some wins, and it just feels really good.
And that about brings us to the buzzer for sports tonight. Katie Looper is up next with your full weather forecast. Thanks for checking in, and we'll see you next weekend.